Let's start.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of the Legacy Knits podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I am the
Connecticut.
And we are 99.5%
hoping. We have so much information to get out. Yeah. And I had thought I was going to get up to you this week, but I have meetings every other day, which is, I try not to schedule things that way.
Yeah. There's plenty of time. We have time. But yeah. So here we are. We are back. We just got off of an Instagram Live, which was so fun. And I do think we need to do that more often. I had a really good time.
I do too. I think it's really fun. I just kept feeling like I was talking to you.
Yes.
And I kept forgetting that I was showing yarn. And it was really weird. But I loved it, and I loved how people were interacting with us. And the only part I hate is, although you had eyes on it too, is like if someone said, hey, and we missed it, like I feel rude.
Yeah.
So we can only hope we did it well. And it was more to show people what's in the shop and some combinations that are really fun in the shop. And I feel like that might be something we do. We definitely do when like new sweater patterns come out that require different combinations. And
I was even thinking, but like doing like you and I are just knitting and talking and like, you know what I mean?
Or questions.
Yeah, like a Q&A. Like I think that'd be super, super fun. So
that would be really fun. I've always wanted to do a YouTube Live with questions and answers, but it's
also exposing yourself to like the quote unquote trolls that like don't even questions and it throws you all off. That's the only part of YouTube Live that really deters me is those like creepy people that just like lurk in the internet waiting.
I totally forgot that piece. I have no desire to do it.
I know. But the thing
that used to be Periscope for me, and we really figured out a way around it, and it worked. So I totally agree with you, and yeah, that would be way too hard.
I know.
Unless you had someone immediately deleting.
Right. Again, the
like
moderator.
Say Justin was in the background monitoring and delete, right. And you don't look at them ever.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
But until then, we can still keep utilizing the YouTube or the Instagram Lives. I thought it was a really fun platform.
It was super fun.
I missed it and you want to rewatch it. It's posted onto Mom's Instagram and her handle I'll put on the
within a certain amount of time.
I think so. So I need to, I can try and possibly.
We'll try to do that.
Yes, I will. We'll try and figure that out. And if there is, then do it under yours. It'll be under yours. And when we do it under Legacy, it'll be under Legacy.
So if we did it under Legacy and I came in, can I still show all the yarn? It doesn't have to just be that'll be next time.
You have to ask to be invited or like request or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I did that once accidentally. I hit that button with Christy Glass and she accepted. She allowed it because I have people ask all the time, but you just typically you don't allow. It was funny, but anyways,
being more interactive, both of us with all of you
at the same time. Which we're here to thank everyone who made it out to say hello. It was a great time. So hard because it makes no sense for you to make that trip. Right. It makes no sense.
Right.
But
far and it costs a lot of money. Like
we do have to. I was saying that to one customer is we have to figure that into cost for the show, and it doesn't make sense. We had our, of course, Paige and Allison, and I'm going to forget people. That's why I hate doing this. But the girls from the Coop came in. Elizabeth Zimmerman popped in, and there's so much to be said for people who automatically know what to do. Mm-hmm. It's like they're amazing, and they've really been our core of help, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. The difference between this show and our...
I thought we were gonna sleep in the conference center. Like I thought we were gonna fall asleep on top of a box of pizza
because we couldn't figure out how to do it.
No.
Like how do you now put that all and pack it and
you couldn't figure
now it's like it's really a no-brainer. It happens. Who helped? It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And for anybody that wasn't able to make it, don't fear. I mean, you missed the event, but you did not miss out on yarn. We just restocked the shop. I've advertised a whole bunch. I sent out a newsletter, updated Instagram, but for anybody that didn't see any of that, the shop is full.
It's so exciting because we bring enough yarn for 5 shows, really. It's the only way I'm comfortable doing it. It is so funny. It's so funny. So it is full. There's sweaters, there's so much yarn in there. And before we forget, thank you to our fantastic vendors who are just an absolute joy to work with. I think I said to Amy Beth, like, she was like, thank you. It's like, I don't do any more than you guys do. Like, we all show up, we all do our job. They are all so professional and so wonderful to work with.
Literally, I mentioned this as we were like talking about the event and like you were telling me all about it. It's like, we're all at that space, and I'm just speaking from my experience at Rhinebeck at the end of a show where it's like, you just can't talk anymore. I need to be in my own space. And it's, I just find it really comforting knowing that we're going into a room of people that have a very similar approach when it comes to the end of a show.
Beginning, middle, and end, I swear. Absolutely. We all function the exact same way, in my eyes, in the exact same way. And at the end, there's very little chatting. It's goodbye, safe travels, see you next time. And it is, as the organizer, which I use that term so loosely, it's an absolute treat to work with this group.
Yeah,
I was going to say of women, but most of us bring our husbands with us, or a friend, or whatever, and of them that are able to come. It's not always a possibility, but when they're able to come, amazing makers.
Yeah, not only are they supportive, but they are enthusiastic. You know what I mean? Like, that's, and I feel like it's so rare in this world. I mean, not as rare as, but I mean, the divorce rate is really high, and not everybody that I meet is with somebody that they can say, I love working next to my partner. Like, I love supporting them. They love supporting me. Like, that's something to be cherished, I think.
It is. And they're just wonderful. It's just a wonderful group of human beings, and I love them all, and they know that.
Yeah. It was great. It was so great. So,
yes.
We'll be doing our 25 skeins of Christmas Advent calendars. And I'm going to let you talk about how it's going to be the same but different.
And we've talked about it before. I do things in threes. The way I wanted to do it is if I could do it differently, and have a different focus around it. And literally, we've had so many conversations where it's like, I don't know, it just hasn't come to me yet. Like,
we've been having this discussion since Thanksgiving of last year.
I know. No joke. It hasn't come. I don't think we should do it. It needs to be fresh. I don't want to do it to do it. I want to do it with a purpose. For me, I was at the saturation point with that. And I know a lot of people do it and they are not at that point. I was at the point where my fear was I was going to be recreating the same colors and not know it, which is very easy to do.
Oh, yeah.
Very easy to do. So we put so much thought into this, and really, really, I am so happy to say that I am so excited because it's the only way I could pull it off this year. I really felt that way. The only way I can do it is if I'm super, super excited about it and I have a vision for it. So it happened.
What is your vision?
It came. So it's still going to be 25 mini skeins, but it's going to go into the next and into the next and into the next. So it's not going to be arbitrary colors.
Right.
So you have choices of what you could do with that. And it's beautiful, and I'm super excited about it, but it's just there for now. And so the goal is, again, cohesive, starting like a beautiful, I don't want to use the word fade, but in a way it is. It just, each color is going to flow into the next color, but there's Christmas. We've only done this much research on it, and I knew of these two shawls. I know, like, that's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And she designed it specifically for Advent calendars.
Yes.
So
look at that. Can't you just picture yourself, like, after knitting it this year, being all wrapped up, like, on your couch, like, Christmas 2020 with, like, and saying, like, I knit this for Advent last year. I love that idea.
And I think it's manageable and something. Well, let me show this other one. Although it would not print in color. It was so weird. It just printed out blocks. But the beautiful adventurous wrap. So by Amber O'Brien, I love this. I've seen it made a million times. So those are the first two that you can do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
But we are going to are able to power through and finish it by the end, and there will be a rather hello, please God, let us remember.
Yeah. Please let me remember to update the shop.
I should be setting or putting sticky notes somewhere.
Oh, Justin set the Alexa. Shh, go away. She went away. So he set her. We both have like 3 alarms in our phones. So at 10 a.m. on Mother's Day, Eastern Standard Time, we will be listing these kits.
Yeah. By November 1st, they will go out, probably sooner. And that label will only be for that. So please, please try your best to remember to order only the Advent calendar. I do not feel like it's going to be a wild friend. I don't know. Who knows? Like,
right. We are going to be listing a significant amount of slots for these Advent calendars. So don't feel like you have to rush and take your time. If you want to order one, order one. But yes, Mom's exactly right. If you do want to order one and do additional shopping on the Legacy Fiber Arts website, if you could do it.
But we can eliminate all that.
No. I think that's a good
deal with. So please be aware of that.
Yes. So we are super excited.
So excited.
Yeah. And I just feel like I love the fact that it can be used for one cohesive project, or you wanted to do those mini socks. And can you imagine just having them all like beautiful? I can just picture so many beautiful things with them. So I'm excited to see what you do.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I hope everyone's as excited as I am. And I'm so excited and come to fruition.
It's possible. It's possible.
We're up to the 85%. I mentioned percentage. It's just stock full of deliciousness. And I brought all these. That DK is a thing right now. I am so excited because we've been asked for DK yarn for quite a while and people want it, but yet then you make it and it kind of sits. And I've heard this from other dyers, and I'm sure it's because there wasn't enough pattern support around DK. I'm in love with them. I'm so sorry. I found one this morning. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Dragon Egg. I could just... The good news. Okay, we haven't even shared the good news. I have my knitting mojo back.
You do.
I do. Honestly, Needles Up is takes up my entire brain for 3 months.
Yeah.
Not 3 months, 2 months.
It's a long time.
Probably 3 months, because it's also it's not the actual physical work, it's the brain space.
Right.
And now that it's over, show it one more time.
Do we have any of those colorways available?
Yes, I think we have them all.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have them all.
Nice. So yeah, that's the one that I knit, and I love those colors so much.
I can't wait to get it back to you. That, and let's just go right into coming up to you.
I love it.
I love them all.
Do you want to see another Boylan Knitworks?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a work. Joe has gone to you because mine is gone. I've been reading.
Number 2 for you coming true. Knitting was 1 and reading is 2.
I know.
It's long.
It is. That's the thing, is like if I were to go to Maryland, I would definitely fly.
You would have to fly. There's no way. You would be in the car for 12 hours.
Couldn't do it.
I'm just going to grab some Felici and just start. Every time I don't know what to knit. And I have to say, here, when I was looking at it, these are for Lily. When I was looking, I was like, oh, colors are so like rainbowy, not my thing. So had that done. Just keep going.
Keep going, because I'm not at the end of my row yet.
This is
all I have to show.
Then I brought this one with me. I can't decide, but so I got quite a bit done. I turned the heel. I did more knitting. I love it.
I do too. It just reminds me it's making me hungry because it reminds me of peppermint stick.
Working on the ones.
Yeah.
Loving. So I worked on those. Show us what you have, because then I have 2 more socks, because I started a new... I kind of did, but I'm a little afraid I've started a few too many things, because I also want to start a sweater.
Do you know what sweater?
No.
Just any sweater. Okay.
That Rachel was talking about.
Yes, but this
I had forgotten the name.
Yeah, so this is an older pattern of hers.
Oh, so pretty.
But like one side is tied off, so it's not going to open up really well, but you get the idea. This is the back. Oh, I love it. So I'm knitting it out of Pocketful of Posies, and I'm using her steel toe space for this.
And you're liking it?
I'm loving it, and it's because this is going to be really a summertime. Not to say that the Cozy Toes isn't, but I just feel like this is a little more summer friendly.
I love the feather and fan.
It's so pretty. I can't wait to block it because right now it doesn't look super gorgeous, but I think it's gonna be once it blocks. Want to get to the end because even a little discrepancy you're gonna notice.
You're gonna notice it no matter what. I agree. Like, I don't know how. I mean, typically if I dye them both in the
4s, so I think this called for 2s and 3s, but because I know my gauge is tight, I went up a needle size, and it's noticeable, and that's
what we're gonna talk about.
And it stinks. Oh, did you figure it out?
No.
Maybe no. Oh no. So it stinks, but I'm taking it. One, it's not that bad. I think it'll block out and it'll be fine, and it's gonna be underneath an arm.
That's hugely important, is where you put it. And the other thing that I noticed for me is I do it every row. Like I used to do like every other row, but now
so I'm doing every 2 rows. But so I'll show it to you, that way you know exactly.
Okay, so now this is perfect lead into the discussion we're going to have.
Perfect.
And knit.
But wait, did you try it after learning how to do it, or did you just kind of wing it based on what you heard?
I watched the video.
Oh, okay.
I was not going to share with anyone that I couldn't do it. 3 people at Needles Up asked me, do you do that? And I was like, no. And they were like, I can't figure it out for the life of me. I felt so much better.
Definitely.
I was like, oh my God. And these were people that I would have confidence would have been able to do it. And I know we're going to get a million comments of people that know how to do it and it's easy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to power through.
Yeah. We should ask.
So thank you for trying to help us, but we know everyone's going to tell us it's easy. But 3 for sure, maybe 4 people came up to me and was kind of quiet about it. Like, so do you do that? I'm like, no. We can't figure it out. I'm like, Leslie of the Naughty Knitwits, I know she does it, and it's like the easiest thing in the whole wide world. And I'm like, I must just be completely like, if there's a lot of extra chatter, it's like, show me how to do it in 2 minutes or 1 minute or less,
right?
Or you lose me.
Right.
So that could have been the problem.
Mm-hmm. Do you still know where the video is? Because I'd love to just watch it.
I believe Grace of,
Okay.
Around it. I'm not sure if I watched hers or can't remember who I watched, but I just felt really good.
Well, I have never watched the video, but I was listening to Tracy describe it, and I was like, I can do that. And I was just like winging it, and then I was like, well, now I'm not knitting 3 stitches. How do I make up for those 3 stitches that I didn't knit?
It makes no sense, and I feel like, again, I should stop talking about it because I don't know enough, but I feel like, do those stitches shift? Are they the same 3 every time? And where is it that mark is, those 3 previous to that mark is?
I feel like if it was the same 3 every time, it would just eventually end up creating a V.
That would never make sense.
Yeah, because
our viewers who are now screaming at us saying, oh my God, it's so easy.
This is all you have to do.
There's at least 6 of us in the world that don't feel that way now.
Makes me feel a little better.
I know. So that's that.
It is pouring out right now.
You had sun, I thought.
No, not today. Yesterday and tomorrow, but today is rain.
We have a beautiful day. I'm going to have to go. Well, I have to since there's not an ounce of food in this house.
I did grocery.
So, what else? So you're not knitting on anything else?
Literally nothing else. Like,
okay.
But I do think when you come up, whenever that may be, I think I'm ready to figure this out.
Yes.
I need to get it off my needles because I need to have it in my wardrobe.
You need to wear it.
And I'm ready to just have the mental space be cleared out. I just feel like I've been
If I were you, I feel like, is it possible for you to just rip out what you have and I'll start fresh?
Yes, most definitely yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to want to make that then.
I know.
Oh.
Like, look, it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. So Becky ended up coming to Needles Up. Becky that we challenged to get hers.
Oh, yes.
She stood in the background with this little smirk on her face. Well, I was talking to someone. She beat that challenge, so I gave her a huge challenge for next time we meet, like to finish everything she ever started. We were dying, but oh my God, hers was beautiful. And the colors that we picked together, they were beautiful.
It's gorgeous because it's like subtle and neutral enough that she'll be able to wear it with anything.
Anything. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, that was so cool. I couldn't believe she actually finished it. Actually, no.
I need to be like, I feel like we are connected now because of her level of competitiveness.
Oh, yeah.
Is so there with mine that I was like,
Because so how long was that? That was not very long.
No. Must Love Yarn March.
Yeah. A whole sweater. That's Becky.
You go, girl. I applaud you.
Yeah.
All right. So last night I was like, no, I just wanted to work on something, but not really. I didn't want to do vanilla sock. So I brought back out my Bluebells kit. And what sock is this? Tracy's Galliana.
Love it.
I love it. I love the pattern. I love the flow of the pattern. I love working on it. I do have to dye up some more of these minis because these kits are all gone and I know people want them.
I also think that mini, if you know the exact formula for it, should be it should be one of our tonals.
I totally agree with you, and I do know exactly.
Nice.
I love it. So I worked on that, but this is my problem. I'm so unfocused. That is still a problem for me. Because it wasn't enough to just work on that. I thought I should start the next one of hers because I had fallen in love with it. And I had this skein of yarn just sitting here left over from your Tanya. So it'd probably be for you to go with your Tanya. And I love this new pattern, the Hello Sunshine pattern.
Oh my God, me too.
Oh my! Well, I'm only on the rib, and I ended up doing twisted rib, and I'm not sure that it calls for twisted rib, and it goes all the way down the back of the sock. I don't care because I really love twisted rib, so it could have been on the pattern, just knit one, purl one, but I ended up twisting it.
Yeah.
The pattern's fantastic. I cannot wait to get started on it.
It's so funny because this morning, or maybe it was last night, I was looking over at my workspace and I have my sock blockers over there. I was like, I wish I had a really fun pair of socks to just have hanging there, like as decoration. And I was thinking, like, I could really use a fun, challenging pair of socks, like textured socks. And I feel like I'm going to pick one of her patterns for this summer to knit as like a small project to.
And the thing is, they're not challenging. They're interesting.
And that's more what I meant. Like something that's going to be a little bit more than just mindless, which I love mindless vanilla socks, but.
I absolutely love it, but I used to only do pattern socks, gorgeous pattern socks, because I've got some fantastic patterns, some fantastic ones, and I love knitting them. But I don't think lazy is fair. I needed car driving, movie going. When was the last time I went to a movie?
Oh my God, you want to know what movie I want to go see? I'm not going to remember what it's called now, with Anne Hathaway and, what's her name?
I love her.
Me too. Rebel Wilson. What's the movie called? Do you know?
I don't know, but I saw the ad the other day and I want to go.
Melissa and I were saying, I was like, if you lived closer, we would leave the babies with the boys and we would be going to see that movie together. And then
you guys got to move closer together, and it's never going to happen because you guys both love where you are.
I know. It sucks. I mean, it's great, but it also stinks because I wish you were closer.
I do too.
But, so I want to
see that. I wish I was smack dab in the middle of both.
I know. In our dreams.
It's okay.
But yeah, I want to see that movie so bad. So maybe next time I come home, we'll have Melissa drive down and all three of us will go.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Could be fun.
I know. I was envisioning this morning as you sent me a little video of Lily in her summertime everything. Mm-hmm. And then Melissa sent me a picture of Frankie, and I was dreaming of having you both here and having a pool day with the babies.
Aww. Lily started swimming lessons. Again, it's super fun. She loves the water.
It's so good. You guys were all water babies. Yeah. It's so good. She's going to be a swimmer.
I hope so.
She will be.
We'll see.
I know.
Do you have
we got a few gifts.
Ooh, okay.
When we were there. And this one, as a matter of fact, Jody Richards, Accidental Bliss.
Ooh. That's right. So
love. Mm-hmm. So I am going to put all of my Zings, interchangeables in here.
Nice.
I love it. And then she sent this along for you, which is so stinking gorgeous.
I love it. Thank you, Jody, so much.
Oh my gosh, it's a little sock sack with your new fancy socks.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. I will bring it up to you. Just beautiful. And she did give us the notes. I can't find it. She might have written it in yours.
Okay.
Your card. I'm going to look because she's doing a lovely discount.
Oh, that's right. I should have written it down when you told me.
I know. And I'm going to find it. And we're going to put it in the show notes. Yep. But a discount, I believe it's a 15% off.
And I can even, because we'll talk once we're done recording, I'll put it on the screen here.
Yeah, I got it right here. Here. I just don't know how long it's for, but it's Bliss 15, and it's smudged. So that's what I'm not sure about.
Which part of it is smudged?
Is how long the sale is for.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll reach out.
Yeah, we can reach out, but it's Bliss 15. I'm sure it will be right after this video. For sure.
Definitely.
But Jody, thank you. So lovely. accidentalbliss.etsy.com. Let's do this.
Bingo. There it is. Hold it right there. Love it. Excellent.
Okay. Thank you. Such a lovely gift. And then my Periscope friend, Jason.
Who is like the nicest man in the entire world. I've met him maybe twice and probably for like 5 minutes each time, but like it's been stamped in me. Like he's just so
absolutely
such a beautiful presence.
It was a little later into Needles Up, and I had walked over to see Martha of Tuft Woolens, and I got us so much great stuff from her.
I keep meaning to ask you to show me because I want to see.
Oh my gosh! Hold on, I'll show you right now.
Yay!
But let me finish with Jason so I don't forget. So, and then I noticed him walking, and he was looking straight ahead. So I decided I would just walk right next to him. It was so funny that he looked, but he's just a lovely, lovely human. He always brings presents, and oh my gosh, Jason, it's amazing. And so it's Crochet May or something like that right now.
Yeah.
And he made me this fabulous crochet
gorgeous
hook holder, and I already put Jason. You'll be so proud of me because I have nowhere for crochet hooks and they're always laying around, so I already put some in. Then he included this beautiful patch of like a soft wool, kind of felt like, with his 2 favorite needles.
Did we figure out if he sells those?
He said he sells them in his area. So I don't believe he has a shop.
Not online. Okay.
Online. But, oh my gosh, I love this.
That's gorgeous.
So much.
And I never would have thought for a crochet hook organizer. Like, that's genius. Because I only
It's brilliant because I literally went into my coffee cups that are here that are full of everything.
Yes.
I know I have a lot more that I'm going to look in my drawer. I feel like I'm getting very close to organizing. Or possibly you could come home for a week and help me organize.
We could complete the mission.
We could complete the mission. Once the dumpster's gone.
When is that coming?
any day now. Got to order it.
Nice.
We are dumpster people.
I know.
We are. It's the final one. The final one for this house. We are emptying. It's like all your guys' stuff that you don't want anymore. And now I say that I don't throw everything in a dumpster. I do the Goodwill runs. I do all the appropriate.
Right.
But there are some large things that it's impossible to get rid of.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that.
That's great.
Drives everyone in our family crazy.
I know. They're holder on to our things.
They are. We are not. We are not. But again, I appropriately get rid of things.
Yes, we all do. We definitely, even though we don't hold on to things for very long, we definitely always go to the appropriate channels to make sure they're being
used where they can be.
Exactly.
Okay. I got her lemon tart. I got each one of those.
Was that the one that she did specifically for Needles Up? Oh my god! I feel like I'm like an addict.
I know. Then I got sugared peach.
Ooh.
And a honey lavender.
Oh, stop that!
So those are for us. There might even be another one in here.
Look, this is how, like, literally, I don't go anywhere in the house without having one of her chapsticks right now.
I have them everywhere.
Everywhere.
I have them everywhere. Look, I have 2 in here that are already mine. Oh, maybe this was another one. Fresh pear and coconut. Look, and I have these 2 that are already open that are mine from Needles Up Rhinebeck.
And what are those flavors?
I don't know. I ripped them off.
How are you ever going to know what the scent is?
Why did I do that? How else would I have opened it?
You just twist.
I ripped them off.
That's okay.
I can probably tell by smelling them. Okay, then you said you love the fragrances. And I said that you wanted something citrusy.
Mm-hmm.
Black tea and...
bergamot?
Yep.
Love it.
That's the one I got for you.
Obsessed.
Then, I'm not sure, I might have gotten this for myself.
Yes?
Night Sky.
Ooh, did you smell it?
I did, but I can't remember.
Oh, love.
I can't decide. If I would use it, I'm going to keep it.
Nice.
If not, I'm going to give it to you. But this one is lovely.
So, I've had that one before. I love it.
Well, I said to Martha, I said, anyway, you know what she already has? Poor Martha.
That is the one, and I love it.
So, anyways, that's our top one. Okay. Feel like we're doing a lot of chatting about nothing.
I know.
Let's talk stitching.
Let's talk stitching.
I didn't do a lot because it's been busy. And yes, it's Mania. I can't do Mania. I want to do Mania, but I'm not organized enough.
It also takes a lot of time, I think.
The organization piece of it takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So Ava, the lovely Ava's stocking is done.
Can you remind me whose child that is?
This is John and Allison.
Allison. Yeah. Oh, that is so sweet.
Oh my gosh. I love it. So if you were to have another girl when the time is, this is the other girl one.
Now is the floss for the wings, is that 2 different colors or is it like
No, it's hand dyed. Hand dyed. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. So this is the 3rd stocking ready to go off to the finisher. The finisher, who's one of my best friends. I like to refer to her as the finisher. But I have to press them. Usually she presses them and gives them back to me, and then I put all the charms on. I feel like that's so wasteful. Like, I should be able to press them. But honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to do a good enough job. I'm going to attempt pressing them. I'm not a presser.
She just does things very perfectly.
Right.
It's hard to be able to do them as well as she does.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try. It's asking a lot.
Yeah.
So this one is done, and then I have 2 others that are, one other that is 3/4 that needs to get finished.
Nice.
So there. Okay. The last thing I worked on, I think. Oh no, I have 2 things. I'm the worst. So I started the Christmas tree farm.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And that's going to be a sampler.
It's going to be. This is block 2. There's a big header. And then there's 6 below it, I think.
Okay.
So that's block 2. And then 3 I'm getting set up for.
Oh my gosh.
It's 30 count portobello.
Oh, like the mushroom.
Yeah. I'm literally obsessed.
Well, you're just so good at it and you're so fast.
I am fast because I've been working on a lot. Okay, there's actually 2 other things because last time had I started a Savior's Praise?
Is that the one with all the words?
Yeah. No, that's another one, which I haven't been working on.
I don't think you did. That's a Savior's Praise?
No, sorry.
Oh, I'm like...
This is the stacks. That's the next one I'm going to show you. I'm sorry. So this one is done.
Love it.
I'm going on to the Llama Lump. And yes, this is a brand new...
Stitch marker. Or no,
Needle Minder by, I always have to look, it's Paula of Kelmscott Designs. She so generously said, Sue, you need to have that. I'm sending it to you.
It's so perfect, especially for that sampler.
I know.
It's a stack.
So beautiful. But now I'm going to also show you a Savior's Praise. Like that. Oh my God. It's gorgeous. So working 1 thread over 2.
Wow. Mom, that's beautiful. Can you lift it up to touch? Sorry.
Yeah, I can't really.
That's perfect. Down a little. Perfect.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes. And it's going to be huge?
Huge. It's a huge sampler. I would like to finish this within the year. Like, I'm really starting to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Do I now have a color picture? Well, most page at a time. This is the page I'm on now. And that turns it into a very manageable while I go get this piece because I have to show it.
Perfect. I have so many, not so many, but I have a new television show that I love that I can't wait to talk to Mom about.
Yes. Did you start Deadpool? I need to watch it.
It's so good so far. It's like, it's really good, but I have to keep it a secret because Justin wanted to watch it with me, and I'm already 4 episodes in.
Everyone's going to ask. The most I can remember is that it's in a Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. I could be wrong, but you could Google Cross Stitch and Country Crafts barnyard stack or use when the only type of matting that I think you should be used on cross stitch or used to, but I was fortunate and I owned the shop, so it was possible. But there's nothing like a suede mat. It's regular glass, plus it's in a kitchen. It always has been in a kitchen.
Now, I would be so afraid of weathering.
I know. I feel like there's sometimes you can get away with no glass in my book, and other times when you can't. You have to remember,
self. You don't feel like he's acting. Like, I don't think he could ever play like a super dramatic or like Shakespeare or anything like that, but he's very good at being genuinely himself. And the other thing is the other writer besides Lake Bell is Elizabeth Merriweather, who did New Girl.
Yes, I knew that.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny and cute, and it's set on a farm, which oh my God.
Doesn't it make you want to like get rid of everything and move to a farm? Yep. Okay.
I want 47 chickens.
If I was 15 years younger,
I know.
I would be doing that.
I know.
I would be doing that right now. I watch it and I go, oh my gosh, that is dreamy.
And I mean, it's a TV show, so they curated.
But it speaks to who I am. Like, that is who I am. Like, start from scratch. Make everything. Like, my motto used to be probably like 15 years ago, like, if I can make it, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like, I would even churn my own butter if I knew how, because then I could say I made it.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. And so have you seen the episodes with the chickens, like where they have all the chickens?
No, they were getting them at the tag sale.
Mom, you have to watch because she names, oh my God, she names them all after celebrities. You have to watch it. It's so good.
I only saw when they were selling everything and people were paying them in chickens.
Oh my God, go watch.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it today.
It's so adorable and like, oh, it's such good feel-good TV.
It is. It is. And he really is a comedian though. And I guess until the podcast, I didn't know that about him. Mm-hmm. Like he trained as like a stand-up comic. Mm-hmm. And he's brilliant.
He's so good. He's so good. And then on the flip side of Feel Good TV, which we can't talk about the plot line by any means, but Game of Thrones.
Okay, let me give you my take. And it has nothing to do with any of this. Okay. So, I've been watching Game of Thrones since it started, but not watching it.
Just knitting and having it on.
Or like literally curled up, trying to sleep and listening to it.
Right.
Or like, and the whole thing, I used to be like, God, I just know somebody just got their head cut off. I could tell by the sound effects. Can we at least turn it down?
Yes.
But so last season I started being like, I watch Game of Thrones, which is so not the case because I literally have to ask a million questions. I don't have to anymore because I know so much that I don't know that I know. Did that make any sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So last season was you have to watch because of the dragons.
So good.
I watch it for two reasons. I watch it to say, how the hell did they do that? Mm-hmm. Like, how is this possible? How is someone smart enough to create what I'm watching right now?
Between the writing, the special effects, like, you're right. Like, there are so many incredibly, like, mind-blowingly talented people.
I don't even, like, they better be being paid millions and millions of dollars. Because the hard work, like, they did it, and B, without knowing what it is, I know their brains don't stop until the season is over.
And even then, I think it just
it keeps going. And I know how much my brain hurts over simple, like, creative endeavors. Okay, so that's one reason to watch it. The characters are amazing. So my bottom line point is, I started it from the very beginning.
I'm so jealous because I can't wait to do that, but we're waiting until the end of the season.
Don't be jealous because I'm really stressed. Because it's really stressful to watch.
It is.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on that I'm very like, oh, I don't want to see that. I can't stand Joffrey. I never liked Joffrey. I don't want to live through when he was king. I don't want to know all the bad stuff that happened to Sansa that I saw with one eye open. I don't want both eyes open. But Bran is the cutest little boy.
I know.
Bran and
Arya.
They're the cutest, most adorable little human beings, and their little voices and everything about it.
I can't wait to start. Well, and I also feel like, and you were saying this, restarting it, it's like you don't have as many questions because you know the characters so intimately already.
Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. Like, even though I'm technically not watching it backwards, I am watching it backwards. Mm-hmm. And I don't have to keep anything in my head. Like, I already know who's related to who. Like, just through osmosis of one eye open watching.
Right.
And when both eyes are open and I was asking a lot of questions.
Yes.
But, like, I don't know anything about the Red Wedding. I just know it. I know. Like, I don't know anything. There's so many little nuances that I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I can zero in on them because... Is she waking up? I can zero in on them because I know enough.
Yeah. It's so good. It's worth starting at the beginning now that the whole series is going to be available. If anybody hasn't watched it and you're like totally against Game of Thrones, that's fine. You can skip over this part, but we are huge fans. So
I was totally against it for a long time just because, like, it was just too much for me.
Which, that's fine. It's not for everybody, but we really like it. All right. Well, Miss Lily is not willing any longer, so...
Oh, okay. Well, oh my gosh, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for being here. To any new subscribers, hopefully you enjoyed this show. If you did, head down, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe. If you want to be notified the next time we upload a video, click on the little bell right next to the subscribe button.
Advent calendars on Sunday.
Advent calendars on Sunday, everybody. Bye. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. Huh? Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers and grandmothers out there. Oh, my needles. I need to get them. Damn it.
Lily girl.
Lily girl. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again shortly.
Needles up.
Bye.
Bye, guys.